Hello, beautiful people. My name is Drew Diorsi, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about overcoming fear of judgment and imposter syndrome so you can achieve your goals faster. Today's video is going to be a real tactical and practical step-by-step guide so that by the end of this video, you know exactly what you need to do to show up as your true, brilliant self. So you can be the servant, the guide, the coach, the change maker you know you are destined to be. And this video is coming at the perfect time. Oddly enough, because I decided to create this video. Now, what inspired creating this video is the fact that I've been noticing a recent theme lately in my conversations with friends, with potential clients, with my current clients. And it's the fact that so many people, they're capable of amazing things. They're so intelligent, they're certified, they're so articulate, they're so brilliant. They've gone through the journey. They themselves have experienced amazing success and they've transformed their own life. But because they're afraid of what other people think of them, they shy away from being the leader they know they are capable of being. So I want to talk to people who are experiencing that right now and give them a real practical way to solve this. So let's continue. Who is this for? This video is for anyone out there who knows deep down they are not actualizing your potential. So if you are somebody who knows that you can really be a change maker, you can really be a servant, you can be a guide, you can achieve amazing things, but because you're afraid of what other people will think of you, you dim your light. If that's you, I want you to watch this video all the way through. It's going to radically change your life. This video is also for people. This is the most important bullet point, so listen carefully. This video is for people who are self-aware enough to want results more than they want to feel good. In other words, for people who prioritize progress more than they prioritize being right. If you're walking around unwilling to step outside of your comfort zone, but you want progress, this video is not for you. You have to be self-aware enough to know that in order to get to where you want to go and create the life that you want to have, you have to do things, say things that are uncomfortable. You have to do things you haven't done to get what you haven't got, right? Something along those lines. I'm sure you've heard that cliche saying before. And most importantly, this is also for people who want to be change makers, leaders, and servants. So if you know you are capable of really guiding somebody through a transformation, but again, you are not speaking up. You're not taking consistent action because you're afraid of success. You're afraid of failure. Then this video is for you. Here's what you're going to get, as I alluded to earlier. It's going to be a real tactical, practical, step-by-step guide that will help you easily overcome fear of judgment and imposter syndrome. And I'm really combining those two because this is going to really be heavy on overcoming fear of judgment, and I'm just kind of putting imposter syndrome under that umbrella because it's very similar, right? We're feeling imposters because we're afraid of what other people think of us. Now, there's a little bit more layers in that, but that's kind of the umbrella, right? You're going to get exactly like what I did to go from this painfully shy, insecure little boy to being a strong, confident man. And that might sound silly, but it's true. I used to be the most uncomfortable human being you can possibly imagine, right? I aesthetically looked the same, so people thought I was confident because I I looked good, so to speak, to some people. And I say that humbly, of course, because I know this body is not mine. And I know it can change any moment. But I say that because people thought I would be confident, right? But I was just so insecure because I was so afraid of what other people thought of me. Just thinking about it makes me cringe, right? Let's move on. Step 1, I encourage you to take notes, okay? The most important thing, if we want to overcome our fears, we have to identify what they are. We have to understand what our fears are. So this is really simple. Ask yourself, what are you afraid of? And make a list of 5 to 20 things that you are afraid of, okay? And I want you to do this now. But when you're writing down your fears, I want you to keep it around and centered around the category of social expression and just being yourself. So you don't write down, I'm afraid of spiders, or I'm afraid of the boogeyman, or I'm afraid of Bigfoot. Which I don't think Bigfoot's real, but I was just having that debate the other day. I don't know. He might be. It would be cool if he is. I think I might be Bigfoot. Side note, write down things that you're afraid of socially, okay? So, example, and these are real life examples, and again, this is me being vulnerable. Whenever I first did this, I would write down, I'm afraid people will find out I'm a virgin. I was a 22-year-old virgin, right? And it wasn't like me faithfully doing this and doing this because of some religious reasons. It was because I was terrified of people. And I was so afraid that somebody would find out. Okay. And I have hysterical stories about that. So if you ever want to ask me about that, I would love to share because they're absolutely funny. I'm afraid people are going to think I'm stupid. Okay. One of my biggest fears growing up was I was afraid people would think I was stupid because I was put in all the stupid classes and that programmed my mind, and I was convinced that I was dumb, and I was afraid people were going to think I was stupid. And that prevented me from guiding and teaching and educating. I was afraid that people would think that I think I'm better than them, because if I did start guiding and educating and leading people, they're going to think I think I'm better than them. Which I don't. I think we're all equal, right? And I was terrified of public speaking. So pause the video now, okay? This is not a video to fill your mind up with more cool stuff. It's a video that will change your behavior. Because in order to change your life, you have to change your behavior. You can't just dance around with new ideas. You can't fucking do that. That will not change your life. It might get you motivated for a moment, but it's not going to change your life. And this video is going to change your life. So stop right now and do this exercise. Moving on, step 2. If you haven't done step 1, stop and go back and do it. Step 2, ask yourself, what must you believe to be true to have those fears? Okay? Fears don't happen in a vacuum. They're not just there. The fear is a response to a belief. A belief is the manifestation of habitual thought, okay? But let's just go to the belief, okay? Ask yourself, for every single fear you have, what must you believe to be true to be creating that experience? Because again, the fear does not happen in a vacuum. They're not just there. Okay? They are created by something. For every fear you have written down, write down what you must believe to be true in order to have that experience come up. Do this right now. To give you some examples, I believe being a virgin makes me less worthy of love and belonging. I thought I was a total loser for being a virgin. I believe I'm not smart enough to help people, okay? And I was afraid people would think I was dumb. And this is what I believe, that I believe that I was dumb, okay? I believe that I have power over how people feel about me, which I don't. It's their responsibility, okay? Can't control that. Sure, I can be a little bit more compassionate and intentional with my words, but I can't control that person. I thought I could, and that prevented me from showing up because I was afraid of making people feel a certain way. But it's not my responsibility how somebody feels. My responsibility is to be myself. The person in front of me, they have their own life to freaking worry about, right? The public speaking fear. Well, I just believed I was unworthy of love for who I am, and I didn't want people to see who I truly was, so I was afraid to speak. Hopefully those give you some help there. But I want you to stop the video right now, and for every fear you wrote down, write down what you must believe to be true. Okay? This is all moving and progressing towards something important, so it's really, really paramount to your transformation that you do this right now. Step 3, okay? The first 2 steps were really tactical, practical, and we wrote things down. This one is going to be a bit more intellectual and heady. So just allow these words to soak in. You don't have to understand them, but just allow these words to soak in and eliminate distractions. Get off your phone if you're on your phone. Admit defeat to your beliefs. You can't overcome your beliefs while operating within the same belief system. In other words, you can't continue to believe that you are unworthy of love while still believing you are unworthy of love. Admit defeat. You will not be able to beat a belief at its own game. To give you an analogy, holding on to a belief while trying to change your behavior is a lot like you going up to LeBron James and saying, I'm going to beat you in a game of 21. Whoever gets to 21 points the fastest wins. LeBron James is going to smack you around and completely destroy you. And the idea of holding on to that belief is like challenging him again. No, I'm going to beat you this time. No, I'm going to beat you this time. No, I'm going to beat you this time. Holding on to a belief. No, I'm going to change my behavior. Holding on to that unworthiness belief. No, I'm going to change my behavior. No, admit defeat to that belief. Tell LeBron James you've had enough, dude. You've had enough. And go find a new opponent. Let go of that belief. Surrender and be willing to let go of it because it's no longer serving you. And now you can create space for something that will. Like, go find a 5-year-old little kid on the playground and say, hey, let's play 21 basketball and destroy him. That's what I do. Gives me some confidence. Step 4. It's time to create new beliefs. Your brain is like a program. Whatever you feed it, you will project into your experience. Whatever you continuously embody and tap into, you build a stronger, thicker neural pathway. Like, this is scientifically proven, right? The more you think something, the more you feel something, the easier it is to think it and feel it in the future. It's common sense, really. So let's create some new beliefs. We know what we're afraid of. We know why we're afraid of it. It's because of these certain beliefs. We've admitted defeat to those beliefs. Now we have space to create new beliefs. So ask yourself, what beliefs must you have in order to effortlessly show up the way you want? Make a list of 5 to 20 new beliefs that will empower you, and allow yourself to be playful here. Allow yourself to be limitless. If you can believe anything to be true, what would you want to believe to be true? Like, I'm a fucking catch. I'm worthy of love no matter what. No matter if I'm a virgin, no matter if I've been with however many people, I'm worthy of love no matter what. I'm wise, I'm intelligent. I don't give power to people's judgments of me. That's something I'm creating. That's a belief. Okay? And I've been hardwiring it, which we'll talk about in a moment, which has been influencing my behavior, which has allowed me to really show up. So, step 4, pause the video and do this right now. Step 5, this is the most important. Everything else was a bit leg work. Now it's really time to fully devote yourself to your mission and act immediately. You know what your new beliefs are? What I want you to do is emotionally embody your new beliefs 3 times per day. Morning, afternoon, evening. Rest in the wish fulfilled. In other words, review the list of those empowering beliefs. Close your eyes and just imagine yourself fully aligning every cell in your body with those new beliefs. And when you do this, you're going to be changing your frequency. And when you change your frequency, you're going to be attracting the same frequency thoughts into your life. And so you're going to get hits and insights and downloads in regards to what action you need to take. Because when you start to believe that you're a catch and that you're wise and you're intelligent, you're going to get the idea of, oh, I need to make a phone call to that one woman or man. I need to write a cool post or write a program or write a book or whatever it is, right? You're going to get hits. And what you need to do there, and this is where most people fuck up, so listen to me carefully. What you need to do there is act immediately. Like right now, we don't put it off. Act immediately in the face of fear and discomfort. This is the most important, okay? People ask for things to be easy. That's a huge mistake. Oh, Drew, tell me how to overcome fear and judgment so that life is easier. No, ask to be stronger. To give you a brilliant example, okay? Because the fear of judgment, like, there's always going to be bits and pieces there. It's never going to fully, leave. Probably not. It's never going to fully be gone. Never. That's just a belief I've created. And I'm cool with it. And it's actually pretty fun. Otherwise, I feel like life might be a little too easy. But to give you a real life example, just earlier today, this is the second time I recorded this video. The first one didn't save, and the first one I filmed at a really busy cafe, okay, outside. I don't want to be inside. I was outside, and there was a bunch of people. There was a bunch of people walking by. There was a bunch of people sitting around me. But after I set all of this up, ready to record, I noticed this thought, well, what are these people going to think about me? And I felt like a little, like a little restriction, but I didn't give any power to it. I didn't allow that to change my behavior. I noticed it, but I chose to be stronger. I didn't ask, well, I want this to be easy. No, I chose to be strong in the moment. So that is what you must do. Choose to be strong. These are the 5 steps, okay? That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. Send me a message. And if you are a coach, a change maker, a leader, a servant, and you really want to take your business to 6 figures this year, all online, so you can travel, so you can have more freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, so you can serve more people, so you can do more of what you love. If that's something you want to do, then I want you to apply to be a part of our Spiritual Gym Impact Academy Mastermind, okay? But before you do that, only do it if you are really committed, okay? If you're somebody who wants to do everything themselves and figure out everything by themselves, if you have all of the answers, well, that's cool. Get results then, okay? But if you feel like you have answers but you don't have results, it's a sign to open yourself up. And if you are ready to open yourself up and get the help so that you can guarantee that your business gets to 6 figures this year, I want you to apply. Go to the website, go.oncehub.com. Click a time to speak with me. And then you'll be taken to a quick survey, an application after you book that time. And then we'll talk. It's a free call. You have nothing to lose there. But if it aligns with you, be ready to commit to making 6 figures this year, which you will be able to do it without a doubt. I know you can do it. You just have to believe in yourself, and you have to be willing to commit to it. That's all. That's the only thing that'll do it. The thing that will prevent you from doing it is feeling like you can do it by yourself and not committing. That's it. I love you all. Thanks.